Hey, are you still undecided about KLLM? Well, let me tell you the 5 things I love and the 5 things I hate about working here. Stay tuned. Alrighty, we checked into the guard shack here. Gonna go to door number 30 and get loaded. switch our computer back to off duty since I rolled over 5 miles an hour, so we don't burn our time. And they want the doors closed for the moment until they come out and get me. But we do have to slide our tandems. And that pin always gets stuck on this trailer. I've had this trailer for like 3 deliveries, so I always forget that. Always bring a hammer. There you go. Slide these all the way forward. All right. Lock it in. And we'll sit here for a little bit until they come out, and I'll take the paperwork in. They'll come out and get us, and then we'll open the doors and back up. Well, hello, I am Steve Sliff. I want to thank you for stopping by my channel. Hey, if you're new here, would you like, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and join me on my journey of, going from a company driver to a lease driver to hopefully starting a trucking company. So anyway, like, subscribe, all that stuff for me. And we are just a little over 900 subscribers, so help me get to that 1,000 mark so I can buy a brand new camera and do all this crazy video shooting and some neat angles and all that good stuff. But anyway, just a wish list. But I know it's stupid, but anyway, it is what it is. But as you see there, I was picking up a load, headed to Texas, and I've been busy. I've been really busy. They have been giving me some good runs, a lot of runs. My last video was a rebound video where came back, did 2,900 miles and some change, close to 3,000. This week I'm on track for 3,300 miles. So that's pretty decent. I mean, this is where I want to be. I want to be a little more, obviously, but I'm going to take it. I've been blessed. Things are going well with that. So anyway, I will probably do the settlement video right after home time. I go home next week for 4th of July, and then I'll do a settlement video after that and just tally up to see where we're at. So stay tuned for that. Man, it's been hot. It has been super hot. So hopefully everybody's keeping cool. Reefer runs all night. Truck runs all night. I'm spending a little more money on fuel, but anyway, I guess it just comes with the business. But luckily, we're getting ready to have a storm here, so hopefully it'll cool things down. I'm currently in Indiana, getting ready to pick up some chocolate at Nestle, going down to Alabama. So, yeah. Anyway, I've had a lot of decent dropping hooks, day runs. I went to Iowa Park, Texas, down to Laredo, dropped the trailer, went back to Iowa Park, Texas, dropped the trailer there, picked up another one, went back to Laredo. And then I went from Laredo here to Indianapolis. I dropped off about 45 minutes away and came over here, and now I'm just waiting for my load. It's going to be ready here in a couple hours. So tidy up some videos, get some editing done, get my paperwork done, good stuff like that. So the video today is, we're going to talk about the 5 things I really like at working at KLLM and the 5 things I don't like about working at KLLM. If you're continue to do your search on what company you want to go for and you're bouncing around, you don't know which one, well, I'm just going to give you the 5 things I really liked about KLLM and the 5 things I don't like about KLLM, and you can make your choices from there. But it is important to know that I'm a lease guy now, that leases a truck from KLLM, so I don't fall under some of the rules as I did when I'm a company driver. But I'm gonna do the 5 things I like and 5 things I dislike from the company side, because I know that's where everybody's pretty much gonna go. So we'll just jump right into it. The 5 things that I really like about KLLM. Number 1, and these are in no order, these are just the 5 top things I liked when choosing KLLM, was the pay. It was 60 cents a mile to start. Training pay was pretty decent. I know that they lowered the pay just a little bit, but I don't think it's enough to really be that much of a difference. I mean, it's 5 cents a mile. The good thing is that it progresses pretty quick. I mean, I was there a little over 8 months, and when I transferred over to lease, I was making 65 cents a mile. So it progresses pretty quick as you're here. So it's a really good thing. And I didn't get any checks that were under $1,000 until I went home. Which brings me to the second thing that I really liked about KLLM, is the $100 a day that you get for going home. So at KLLM, when you're out for 7 days, you get 2 days of home time. So let's say you're out for 3 weeks, you get 6 days of home time. And when you go home and take those 6 days, you get paid $100 a day for those 6 days. So you'll get $600 when you go home. Now, if you plan your trips right, you will go home and have some of your settlement from your last trip fall on your home time, plus you'll get that $600, and that's really decent. And then you'll have hopefully a little bit more on your following week, because you'll leave and be in the middle of a settlement maybe. So that's why it's really important to plan your home time around your settlements and make sure they land correctly, so you're not chipping yourself out of money. But the $100 a day home time, that is great. I had 8 days built up of home time when I transferred over to lease, and they still paid me that even though I didn't go home. They still paid me that because I earned it, because then I stopped company driving and I went to independent contractor. So that's honorable, and that's great that they did that, and just a great perk, I believe. The third thing I liked about KLLM is I was getting consistent miles. If you do not dilly-dally around and you really work hard and you bust yourself, they're going to use you, and they're going to give you loads. And I was pretty consistent through my whole time working there as a company driver. So again, I didn't have any check that was under $1,000. The 3 that I had were just because I went home, and that's per week. And we're talking, it was 900 something. And if you watch prior videos, my goal was to have $1,100 a week. That's what I needed for my personal family to be comfortable. I was always consistent on hitting that, unless, like I said, I went home, and 3 times during those home times, 3 of those times, they were in the 900s. I think one was in the 8s. I don't remember, but so that is pretty decent to have that consistency with the miles. Even though we're in a bad time and freight's low, and miles are not where they need to be, at least they're consistent, and you can still plan accordingly to your budget. Thing I really liked about KLM, still like about KLLM, is they actually take care of their equipment. They really do take care of their equipment and keep it up to date, keep your maintenance up to date. If I have an issue, I go into maintenance and fill out a form, and they're on it. I mean, sometimes they're busy, yes, and you may have to sit and wait, or you may not have time, but for the most part, everything I've written up, they've fixed, they've looked at, they troubleshoot, and they keep up. Their trailers are definitely kept up on. Now, you're going to pick up a trailer here and there. I just picked up one that I couldn't even go anywhere because the wheel was so shot, and I had to have somebody come out and change, or the tire was so shot, I had to have somebody come out and change the tire. So I don't know why a driver would leave that for another driver, but it happens. But for the most part, their equipment's not beat up. A couple dings here and there, but they really do take pride and take care of their equipment. So that really attracted me as well. Everybody I've come in, this is the 5th one, everybody I come into contact with here is super nice. You know, from HR to billing, dispatchers, everybody's pretty nice. I haven't had anybody I'm like, you know what, you're just an asshole. I've never run into anybody like that. You've got your complainers, you got your drivers that complain all the time. You hear them in the terminal, just bitching about everything. But for the most part, they're all still nice people. But the people that are above you or work administrative side when you go into a terminal, you know, maintenance people, HR people, office people, people that are running around a terminal, even the guy that washes the trucks for you. I mean, everybody's just super nice, super nice. So those are the 5 things that I really like about KLLM. I don't know if they're important to you or not, but I know the pay was, the consistent miles, and the equipment are pretty important to me when I was looking around. You know, and there's little things here and there that I picked out, like the training. I didn't want to be on the road training for, you know, half a year to a year, you know, so I tried to change that. It's really coming down now. So I that's one reason I didn't go to Prime, was because I wasn't going to sit in a truck for 6 to 8 months with a complete stranger just to get my time in. You know, not that I'm confident enough to drive a truck on my own, but I think that with the training I had here and then going out and figuring it out has been better for me. So, you know, that's just my thought. So anyway, 5 things that I don't like about KLLM. I'll show you right after this. Drove up on this accident, and this is the things that just turn my stomach and cringe when I see, and I see it quite a bit, and it's sad, and always praying for these people. But watch this bad wreck. So that's definitely something I don't like to see on the road, you know, not just trucks, cars, anything, but you come across some pretty bad accidents, and man, it just, you know, I have a love for people, so that kind of stuff bothers me. But it's not one of the top 5 things I dislike about KLLM. I just wanted to show that, just kind of fit in with the video. But 5 things that I dislike about KLLM. They took away the bonuses for the drivers. You know, I know you got to cut costs. I know you got to shave here and there and cut here and there and stuff, but don't take it from the people that still bring you an income and the people that are working hard. I just never believed in that. Even in my own businesses in the past, I never believed in that. You know, don't take the idle bonus, don't take the productivity bonus, all that stuff, keep it. Maybe don't give it to the new people coming on, but for the people that have been there and are working hard and continue to work hard, I believe that they should still get that. So I don't like that they took that away from the drivers. I think they should bring it back and just say, look, after you're here 8 months or a year, you'll start getting a bonus if you need to save money, but don't take it away from the people that are providing you the means to keep surviving. Just my thought. Another thing I don't like about KLM is if you go home for more than 7 days, you could lose your truck. So if you go home and need to take a 10-day vacation and you've been in a truck for 8 months, they may have you clean it out and have somebody else take that truck, and then when you come back, you'll have to wait for a new truck. I think that's completely idiotic. I think it's stupid. I don't know why they do that. Maybe they don't have enough trucks. I don't know. They don't want maybe a truck sitting too long because it doesn't make them money. I don't know what the thing is, but I know from a driver standpoint, it's like I can't go home for 7 days because I'm going to lose my truck. And then I'm going to get some other truck, and I may have to wait 2 weeks to get a truck and not get paid, and then get in it and it's a piece of crap. So really don't like that. So keep that in mind when choosing your company. Third thing, drives me completely crazy at KLLM. You call the dispatcher and you get stuck in the voicemail cycle from hell. You know, your dispatcher's busy, go to your backup. You hit to go to the backup, and then it flips right back to the same message. Your dispatcher's busy. Press 2 to talk to the backup. So you hit the 2 to talk to the backup. It goes right back. I mean, you'll be stuck in that cycle forever. Hang up, call back, does it again. And then the other thing is, when you do get through to somebody and you're put on hold, it'll say, you have 3 callers ahead of you. You know, and okay, I'll wait, you know, blah, blah, blah. But there's so many times that there's 0 callers ahead of you. Oh, great, I'm going to get picked up. And you'll sit on the phone for 20 minutes. What the hell are they doing? Playing tic-tac-toe? I mean, I don't know, but, you know, I call because I have a question that needs answered pretty much right away. And when you message them on the computer and they don't answer back, you pick up the phone and call. And then you're on the phone for 20 minutes. So that drives me completely crazy. Something I don't like with KLLM. Another thing I don't like is company driver. You have to get fuel where they say to get fuel, which I understand, but you have to take the routes that they say. Now, if you bypass on an outer highway instead of going straight through downtown, they're not going to say anything. But there's plenty of times that I wanted to go completely around. I would have missed gas or my fuel stops, and they would have, you know, they call and have a tizzy. Where are you going? You can't do that. So that really bothers me. If you're going to trust me to drive a 80,000 pound rig with a bunch of expensive stuff on the back, can you trust me to plan that I'll route my way correctly? I mean, so yeah, I don't like that at all. One thing I love about being a lease operator, I don't care if I'm making money or not. You know what? I could fuel where I want to fuel. And if I want to take the scenic route, I could take the scenic route because I'm paying for it. But there's such a blessing to having to be able to do that. I find it more productive. I can cut through traffic. If the GPS is telling me there's congestion ahead, I can cut around. I can find different ways. And I don't have to worry about the fuel stops that they give me. Now, I try to hit them still. If the price is right. Otherwise, I'll search for prices and then I'll decide from there. But there's been trips I don't even go to their fuel stops. So anyway, I dislike that about being on the driver's side of KLLM, that you have to take the routes they plan and you have to do the fuel stops. So it's part of being a company driver. It's just, but I don't like it. That's just what it is. And the last thing I do not like, and I understand the legalities here, but I don't like that you cannot protect yourself. I don't like that you cannot have a weapon on your truck. I'm not talking, cannon with a, grenade launcher and everything else. I'm just talking a simple pistol just to protect yourself. You hear these crazy stories all the time. A driver was helping a young rookie back into a spot at a pilot late at night. Another truck was waiting, and the guy pulled a gun and shot the guy that was helping. They got into a fight, like, hurry up, this, I'm impatient. And he got out and shot the guy and took off. And killed him. So, it's just crazy out there. And, I understand the legalities between each state and stuff like that, but, truckers should be able to do fingerprints and background checks, especially if you're doing hazmat and all that other stuff. They've already got your background check. And why can't you just get a universal concealed carry for being a trucker? I don't know. Maybe we should change legislation, but I don't know how to do any of that. But anyway, so those are the 5 things that I dislike about KLLM. Anyway, short video. but I just wanted to let you know I'm still here. I just wanted to let you know that if you're still searching, I'm still trying to help the people searching for KLLM and other trucking companies to help make your decision. And I'm also trying to do a vlog here and just, you know, progress as I'm learning my way as a new truck driver, as I'm learning my way as a new lease operator and stuff like that. Overall, the most awesomeness about this job is just seeing everything out there in our country. But one of my favorite drives. Check this out. So yeah, I just love watching and looking at nature. I love going through the cities. I love small towns. Small towns are so cool to go through. And then I start looking at the history behind them when I stop, you know, because you got a small town in the middle of nowhere, how to get here, where all these people come from. And it's just stuff like that's just amazing to me. I'm Steve Sliff. Thank you so much for watching this short video. Thank you so much for partaking. Hopefully this helps somebody. If not, well, I'll make another video and we'll try again. But thank you so much for supporting the channel. Hope you continue to watch. Hope you continue to follow. Don't forget to watch the silly craziness on my comedy side. Doing the Pepsi videos everywhere I go. Those are on the short reels. You can check those out. Those are just, you know, funny, stupid, chaotic, whatever. But anyway, check those out. Thank you so much. I'm Steve Sliff. I will see you soon. Have a wonderful day. God bless.